Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to round 2, part 2, the 2018 JackalOpen. I'm here with Coda Turner.
Hey guys, fallen lead card here at the inaugural tournament for this course, I believe.
Yeah,
The first
Andrew holding
tournament.
down I think might be the first sanctioned tournament in Laramie that I know of.
Yeah, these guys pulled it off and it was a lot of fun out there.
Here we have hole 10. Basically here you just don't want to go in the road, right? That's the only real fear here.
And
real
it's
OB
all about
anyway.
Don't hit that tree. You know, that tree right in the middle of the
Hitting
fairway.
the pole works, though.
And, you know, it's a lot easier or harder than it should be to miss that giant tree. Like, you should know exactly how to get around it. But as you see, clipping branches there.
Yep, and that just stopped him pretty much right there. Here's Tyler. He's got such a smooth throw. I love watching Tyler throw.
Ooh,
especially when he does that. It's like that pole's magnetic, just sucking the discs in.
Let's see if Kyle can repeat that.
It's a nice looking line. A little short though.
Different approach to it, but it worked.
Yeah, still inside the circle. Definitely no fear of going in the road on that shot. Oh, looks like that came out a little early.
Yeah, that slipped.
But there's no OB left, so he should be fine. I don't think there is anyway, at least not for quite a ways.
That was a good shot from Justin, just getting up there.
Here's Joey putting it right up there, easy 3 there.
Kyle gets his birdie.
Joey tapping in his par. So we had 3 birdies and 2 pars on that hole.
That's about what that hole did for the most part. You know, it's pretty easy if you get past that tree, but as you see from the 2 threes on that, it'll get you.
Yeah, here's hole 11. Again, pretty much you just don't want to go too far past it. Here's Andrew lining up a big hyzer.
I couldn't tell if it went out over the road, but it looked like it just
all the way around that tree at the end. There's Tyler throwing pretty much straight at it. Oh, caught the tree a little bit though.
Still nice and open.
Yeah, circle's edge probably. Looks like Kyle's lining up the hyzer.
I think we just get it right behind that tree.
And that went too far, got caught up in the trees behind everything. Here's Justin. He was trying to take that straight line, but let it out a little early.
Like he wanted it to.
Joey looking at trying to redo what he did earlier, but without the OB. Took a little too much off it this time. Looks like he got past the tree and should have a pretty open look though. So close.
Had a good shot at that.
Here's Justin.
In high, just way right. Or left.
Here's Joey. Looks like he has to lean out a little bit. Of course, he tends to straddle anyway, so it's hard to tell if he needed to or not.
Oh, and that was a great shot.
Oh.
Kyle has denied the birdie.
Another instance where it's nice to be lefty for the putt, though.
Baskets have just... The baskets were just so mean all day with a lot of these great putts.
Yeah, we saw a lot of spit outs and whatnot on the first round as well, too. Here's Andrew lining up his par. Puts it dead center.
They are great baskets. It's just sometimes they do that to you.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, and that's never fun. Putt twice because you're away twice.
At least he put that one in. Here's Joey to save his par. That's a good putt. Sometimes those short ones can really rattle you. You don't want to start missing those.
Justin took the unfortunate bogey on that one.
Kind of surprising not to see any twos on that hole. That is one you'd expect to get. This one, I don't think we saw any twos period on, though. This
there
one
was some
is
runs
hard.
on it, but I don't think anyone sank it. This is tough. This little tunnel here. Let's see if Andrew can hit this. Looked a little right at first, but it got through most of it.
Yeah, I think if he had been a little cleaner getting through there, it would have got quite a bit further. It's not a bad shot, though. As long as you're past those, you're in pretty good shape.
Tyler's looking pretty much the same.
Yeah, you just don't want to end up under those, and you'll be fine. There's no 2 meters, so that's not really a concern.
Kyle flipping that.
Ooh, caught a little bit of branch there. But again, he's past the trees, so he should be able to get an approach shot from there. Joey a little low there.
Shaving that hill. That's not a terrible lie from him.
No, that's not bad at all.
Oh, it might be a little right.
Oh, and that just knocked it straight down. Oh, the big hyzer just out over the road.
Keep going. Yeah, I mean, once you get past those pine trees, it's open completely on the right-hand side.
Yep, just a couple of small little saplings out there.
Was that a tomahawk?
I think it might have been.
Kyle's just pulling everything out here. And here comes Joey parking it.
Yep, roll it right up to the pole. Here's Tyler. He's got a pretty straightforward shot. Just throw a hyzer in there. Yep, that'll work.
Just like that.
Andrew.
Looking at 2 here. Oh, that was a great
That's
putt.
a good approach shot. Those trees are so close to this basket, it can really make putting a chore. As well as filming the putts. It's hard to see anybody's face.
It's a beautiful looking hole when you're playing it, but it's hard to get a good angle on everything. Tap birdie from Tyler. That was great.
And one from Andrew. He doesn't want to give any ground now.
He hasn't for a while here.
Looks like Justin was our only par there, like we said, as long as you get past those trees. Here's another pretty short hole. What was your play on this one?
I just took my P3X and I launched it as a high hyzer just over that tree straight off the tee pad there. A little bit left of where Andrew went. That worked out for him.
You know, came up a little short, but he should have a look from there. Here's Tyler. Looks like that Justice that he was throwing.
Yeah, looked like a meat hook.
Roll it right over by that telephone pole there.
The B does get kind of tight around that area, though.
Yeah, I don't think any of these guys had any trouble with that, though.
Kyle's got a little bit of a death putt, but he's inside the circle. And here comes Joey throwing out there. Following him right over there.
Yeah, everybody seems to be playing it a little short of that.
Well, that river can be kind of intimidating. It seems like it's so much closer than it actually is. But that hill does roll off into it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's real easy to just carry right on down to that hill. Oh no, got a little bit of rollaway on that one. Here's Kyle looking for his two. Put it right in there. Looks like there's
capitalized.
Looks like everybody's kind of right there in that same area. Nothing wrong with being right there, it looks like.
It's really what you want to look for. It's just a nice open putt on this. You just want to avoid that tree right there. As level ground putt as you can.
Oh no. Justin cleaning up his par. It's a good putt.
And Joey will come grab that tap.
Here we have Tyler for his birdie.
Ooh, that fell low out of the hand.
Looked like he just had it a little nose down, and from that flag behind him, it was a little bit of a headwind putt, and that'll get you every time.
Birdies for Andrew and Kyle on that one.
Andrew just keeps opening that gap up.
Kyle's trying to keep up to him, though. He's pulling ahead of everyone else behind him as well.
Yeah, that's true. So this is an interesting hole. What was your thought on this one? I like Andrew's play here, personally. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
No, that's what you want to do, is get that nice, little, straight, kind of like an Annie line. Just like this. Hope it cuts back right there. You know, you want to just end up with a nice
he cut that a little close to that tree.
Behind it can be pretty deceptive.
Yeah, it's closer than it looks from back there, for sure. Tyler.
A few people found it during the round. A little right, but that'll be all right. He's open.
Did you see many of these sidearms on your card?
There was a few out there that I saw, and you know, it's not a bad play for this hole at all.
It feeds more away from that out of bounds you were mentioning earlier.
It does, and there are more trees on the right-hand side of the fairway, like that one right there, that you kind of get a better shot around with a sidearm. Seeing that? That's a scary shot, because that tucks him back toward the OB back there.
Yeah, it's really close behind there, so I don't think any of these guys found it. I think that one stayed safe, but it's definitely close enough to be a concern.
Kyle gets it a good run there. About 35 to 40 feet.
Here's Joey coming out of the tree here. Ooh, and right off the top. Looks like he stayed in bounds there, though. Oh, that was Justin trying to come out from under that tree. Tap out his bogey.
Good par save.
Yep. That was a good putt. Finally, again, Andrew finally gets to tap out his birdie. Kyle
cleans it up. And then here comes Tyler. Nice par.
So, only one birdie on that hole. I didn't see a whole lot of them on the day. That hole seemed to play fairly difficult.
Those trees on the right-hand side were a little bit more deceptive, you know, like they're small, so you don't think about them as much, but they just catch. 15 here. You know, the only side of the river that's playable the only part of the river on this side that's playable is right in front of you. Everything else on this side is OB.
So that shot there is over OB for about half of the shot.
And I saw a lot of people flip over, hit that. They're throwing some pretty stable discs here. Just trying to play a nice safe shot up the flat zone on the other side of the river.
Yeah,
right there.
I saw a lot of people end up off to the left over there. That's a very safe play. Easy to get your 3 from there, but okay. Yep, see, just another shot. Play it safe out to the left. Lay it up, get your 3.
There at the end. And then there's this shot.
Yeah, Joey was definitely not just laying this up.
No,
that was a great shot.
I was watching that when I was heading over to the next tee pad, and I just shook my head and smiled and kept on walking. I just didn't flip like you really wanted it to.
Yeah.
And that's a little farther left than you want to be.
Yeah, that starts bringing some of these other trees more into play. That's a great approach shot from there, though.
Yes, it is.
Looks like Kyle has a little bit more tree here than he wanted to deal with, too. Kind of
lays it up there.
There's Tyler. Oh. Hey, that'll work out just fine. Big hook around that tree.
Safe shot to play into the hill, away from the water.
Andrew, just throw it down there, take his par, or I guess birdie on this hole.
Par 4 for this one, so there's quite a few birdies on this hole.
That was a good putt. That uphill is a lot steeper than it looks. Yeah, this is a great drive. Another eagle on the round. That's pretty impressive.
Pretty sure those were the only eagles on the card, too.
On the day, I think, yeah. I don't know.
There were some 3s on 12, wasn't
there? I don't know. That would only be a birdie, a 3 on 12, though. They would have needed to 2 that one.
Oh, yeah. 16. Now, this shot, there's a nice little skip off the road you can play, but that river is... That downhill to the river right next to the basket is so treacherous.
Yeah, it's real easy to skip it down to the water here. There's more room than it seems like from the tee box, though.
Got a little far right.
And quite a bit more room than the pin position that's more to the left of it.
Andrew's not happy about that one.
Oh, that tree stopped him dead on the spot. Kyle lining up his shot. Everybody playing those overstable discs. Just throw it out there and let it die left.
That was a great drive.
Well, that one was a little short and right.
Got a little right there, but it's not a bad shot.
There's room behind it enough that you can run most of these putts without too much concern.
And a little bit of that flare that you want to get.
Andrew just laying that up for the easy 3. He knows he has some room to work with now, I think. Only a couple more holes.
Saved by the grass.
Yeah, good thing they didn't take that grass all the way to the creek. Oh, and that's a great putt by Joey.
Fantastic shot.
Oh, and Justin putting his in. That's a good birdie to get. You don't want to leave those short ones behind if you can help it. Good birdie from Kyle there.
This is time for his save. Kyle just becomes a statue in the background.
Andrew tapping in for his par. So Andrew's going into hole 17 with a 5-stroke lead.
4-stroke on Kyle there.
Oh, that's right.
But Kyle and Joey are just battling it out right now.
Yeah, they're basically fighting for second right now. It would take something pretty serious for Andrew to be giving up that much room to him. Here's Joey throwing another big hyzer. This hole plays a lot like 16 does.
They're very similar, but that almost kind of throws you off when you throw at him because you want to throw them the same, but they're not the same. These guys are ending up a little bit short. Let's see if he can correct based on what they threw.
Oh, no. He's going to catch that tree and finish on that path you were mentioning earlier. Here's Andrew. Kind of strange to see him throwing this late on the card.
The same
Everybody coming up short. Those downhill shots towards water can be tough to want to give it enough to get all the way there. You don't want to end up going past. That's a great shot, though.
That's what he was looking for, and that's a good up. It's really easy to go past the basket on this. It's safe.
Andrew from just outside the circle, it looks like. Ooh, a little bit of roll.
Just low.
Good thing it stopped there.
Here goes Joey for his birdie attempt.
Oh, a little
Off
high.
the top.
Kyle throwing his lefty putt. And right in the basket. That was a great birdie.
One more stroke on Joey here. 1 hole to go.
Justin cleaning up his par, and Tyler finally tapping in his birdie, if I saw that right.
Yeah, that was a great drive. It looked like it splashed right next to the basket.
Yeah, just sat like it was right where it needed to be.
Like it was trained.
Only Kyle and Tyler getting that, so that actually got it. So Andrew only has 3 strokes going into the last hole. Now this one, it can be pretty tough with those bushes right there in front of you. They kind of can mess with you a little.
It pushes your throw a little bit higher than you want to throw for this.
What did you end up throwing on this one?
I threw a DDX on a flat line so that it would flip up an ante and cut back toward the end. And, it got too high because those bushes went a little right and, came in for my par. These guys, they're not going for par.
No, they're trying to get it right up there, get themselves a birdie look. Tyler looks like he's done just that. See if Joey can do that.
Looks like Joey came out of that flight a lot sooner than he wanted to.
Yeah, ended up a lot more left than he was looking for.
Andrew just destroying that thing.
Yeah, he got quite a bit of distance on that. A little bit right, but he's out in the open. Nothing to worry about there. Here's Justin trying to put one out there close if he can.
And that grass just ate him.
Yeah.
The roughs are tolerable, but they're sticky.
It's a good upshot, though. He should be able to save his 3.
I believe this was a 4 as well.
No, I'm pretty sure this one was just a 3.
Oh, thank you already.
It was just a long one. It made it a tough 3 to get.
A couple birdie attempts here.
Oh, just a little bit low. And Tyler is with his birdie attempt. Right in the center. That was a great putt. There probably wasn't a whole lot of birdies on this hole on the day. Justin saving a good par.
I'd say the hole was pretty much a par hole for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that seems to be the majority of the
I saw a few
players.
bogeys out there, people hitting trees early on, hitting that bush. It did.
There it is, though.
But Andrew
took it down with a 93 on the day, 25 under par, followed closely by Kyle Griffin in second and Joey Kozlowski in third. It was a heck of a performance there by Andrew. 15 under the first round, 10 under the second round.
Into the second round, just playing smart, playing just hard golf, just keeping that gap that he already had built from the first round. He knew what he was doing going into that.
Yeah, that was a really well done tournament there.
Oh yeah, I want to get like Brian Geis from Central Coast. He did a great job hosting this tournament. He had some great ideas with the OBs and the boundaries, and that hazard was just a lot of fun to play with. It really made you work on that technical upshot a lot, and he did a great job running that.
All right. Thanks for joining us.